Welcome to the world of Dystopia, an epic science fiction narrative detailing the evolution of life and the battle against a primal force. Join us as dimensions blur, bringing modern soldiers into a realm of magic, where a fractured world must unite. At the heart of the story is the eternal conflict, two cosmic forces struggling for the survival of consciousness. It is the light of the divine against the consumption of the dark, where a war for drugs was a war on life. The story begins with seeds in the void. Within space dust, tiny microbes survive the horror of a deteriorating planet. Cocooned in solid matter, they travel asleep across galaxies, carrying the final elements of a lost world. The rock lands, seeding a paradise, the awakening of the divine. A living, interconnected ecosystem blooms, a planet that cares for its creations, known as Mother. This paradise features walking willows, towering DMT trees, and valleys of crystal coves. However, a lonely soul is left to fester in a jagged cave, transforming darkness into an emotion, fear. This is the metamorphosis of fear, giving rise to the fallen god. The Great Aragonite event occurs when a beast bursts from the mountain, driven by an unquenchable thirst. It breathes burning lava, igniting the forests. The smoke it creates is the only thing that sustains it. The Great Beast Addiction is born. Pushed back into the caves by the elemental dragonites, addiction resorts to manipulation. This is the Great Deception. He tricks Draco, stripping him of his magic, wings, and scales. Draco states, "I lost my dragon heart to gain the spectrum of emotions." Draco's fragmented creations, the humanoids, develop a lust for fire, creating a self-sustaining cycle. Unwittingly, every tree they burn and every war they wage sends choking smog down, feeding the slumbering beast. While addiction slumbers, his influence corrupts. The earth boils with toxic magma, acidic fluorine rain, and clouds of white phosphorus, creating the Black Mountain. It is a realm devoid of love, pulsing with the stench of hate. Addiction's firstborn child emerges, the Princess of the Abyss. Born from an amber seed buried in acidic magma, she is the feeder of darkness, driven by the maddening whispers of her father. She is the commander of Ash. Ashtasha raises the nightmarish hordes, armies of mindless, brutal Orcrikai. The true terror is her elite hunters, fleshless nightmares wielding swords forged from the abyss, hunting the innocent. These skeletons drip in molten gold and silver. The Skellingtons are predators of innocence, known as the ultimate prey. They cross dimensional barriers into parallel Earths, abducting children in the night to feast on their fear and isolation. Protected from the Dark Mountain sits Brassingtown, hidden within the lush green Draco Vale. This sanctuary, the Light of Mecca, is built of white stone and golden roofs, where magic and life flourish. Prince Delanium Dracofi is the Wild Prince, heir tuo to the divine. He is a wild, untamed warrior, fiercely protective and deeply connected to the lands, the only one capable of facing the rising tide of Ash. The prince is supported by the Guardians of the Vale, his loyal, armored boar pig brothers, Podge and Pickle, and mentored by Mr. Rhino, a gentle giant, cyborg blacksmith and protector. The dimensional breach opens as desperate parents from Earth fight back. Guided by a bizarre, organic, quantum computer singularity, human soldiers discover the ability to traverse parallel universes to find their stolen children. Earth forces, Lucky Eliza and Joe, crash through the dimensional veil, landing in the misty lakes of Dystopia. Pursued by the Skellington hordes, they are intercepted by the Wild Prince as worlds collide. This leads to the Battle of the Misty Lake. Mr. Rhino shatters golden bones with his hammer, while the prince channels purple dilithium crystals to tear open a wormhole home in a desperate fight for the stolen children. The ultimate battle has just begun, the war for consciousness. This is a visually spectacular saga of survival, evolution, and the relentless triumph of light over the consumption of darkness. Energy is forever, and love never dies.